Hi, and how are you? And the date is, oh my goodness, I forgot the date. It's Wednesday, June the 5th. And I'm sorry if there was any confusion about the time today. I thought I had a class that went to 3:30, so I had to go back and switch it to 4. So I'll just see if this all works out. I'll wait a few minutes before I chat to see if people can find me, because I'm not sure if I kind of mixed up the links, etc. So I'll just hold on and wait. So I'm in my living room again because the Wi-Fi doesn't seem to work in my office. We did some adjustments. So I'll just wait. I think I have one viewer right now. If you would like to say hello, and if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Oh, I see somebody else, and I'm not getting any messages, so I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. I don't have a problem with messages today. If you wouldn't mind maybe just saying hello and letting me know that you're here. Let me know how your day is. Today's a really warm, humid day again. So we've had a lot of humidity and warmth, and then I think a storm's going to roll through, and then it's going to get cooler. I can't see any messages at all. Would anybody be willing to just put in a hello message just to see if I'm getting any? I'd appreciate that. Or if you have a question, you can post a question that you might have. I'd be more than happy to answer about mediumship or any other metaphysical subject. I don't seem to be getting anybody. Let me just see what is happening here. I've got 4 people, but no messages whatsoever. So I'm not even sure if you're getting these. You can hear me okay or not. I just need a response from somebody to type in the text box just so I know. My other option is swipe left to reveal. I do that, but I don't see any comments whatsoever. Oh, there we go. I see someone. Hi. Oh, finally. Yay. It worked. Hello. How are you, McKenna? Hi, Shannon. I'm starting to panic here. I'm sorry about mix-ups with times. I thought I adjusted it. No, I've never taught a crystal or tarot card class, but that's interesting. I'm thinking maybe Shannon's in my development class. Maybe we could even, do a little bit with tarot. I just love tarot. Hi, Lise, how are you? Hi, Wendy, how are you? Oh, hi, Diana. I'm glad you're back. Nice to see you. Really warm, humid day here today. It's funny, Shannon, you talked about tarot. I do have 2 tarot packs I brought with me today, so I'm going to do a group reading for everyone in a few moments. I was just waiting to make sure I could get some comments. So just to let you know, I'm kind of excited because tomorrow is the new moon, and we all know that new moons are about, opportunities for new beginnings, resetting and realigning with your energies in any area of your life you want to focus on, and just a chance to manifest a new start, maybe where you kind of made a few errors or you put things aside with the last new moon. So it's the new moon in Gemini, Yahoo, which I love. I'm a Gemini, and I think there's a few other Geminis on here. There's McKenna. Hi, Wendy. I would love to hear from someone. All right, awesome. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, yeah, Lee, so tired with the... let me tell you, I moved in October, and I'm still trying to recover from our move. I know moving is very physically and emotionally, I tell you, it's even spiritually draining. It is a lot on you, so take your time. Rest up, eat well, sleep. Hi, Vicky, how are you? So The new moon is in Gemini tomorrow, so EST Toronto area. It's 8:37 a.m. tomorrow, June the 6th. So there you go. June 6th on the 6th. June the 6th. So if you know anything about air signs, I'm an air sign. We love to communicate. We love to learn. It's all about the intellect and learning new things and understanding new things. It's a lot to do with duality and the twins. You know, a lot of people say, oh, 1 minute Gemini's friendly, another minute they're not friendly. And it's a whole notion of like, I think. And I tell you, I'm a thinker. I'm in my head so much. I have to go to great lengths to actually get out of my head, to be grounded, to be in my actual body. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Nice to see you. So during this time of the new moon starting tomorrow, words will be very powerful. Any kind of communication, be it writing, be it speaking, whatever it is. And it's a time for new ideas, socializing, and learning. A really big time with the new moon in Gemini. And this energy of unity, like unity of the two twins, it will be available if you're grounded and you're out of that mind chatter that tends to come with Geminis and that kind of energy, in which you'll be able to kind of grasp and appreciate different viewpoints from other people, learning about others, being aware, listening, processing. All those processes of learning will be really important in relationships. Some things to do during the new moon: ground yourself, because I can even feel it already, the energy. It's like I'm vibrating, so I feel I almost have this feeling of being like really kind of like high strung. So it's like, ground yourself, be aware of your monkey mind and that chatter in your mind, and say to yourself, gotta go for a walk, gotta go outside, I'm gonna just meditate for a little bit, I'm gonna just stop, I'm going to breathe. I'm going to be in this moment. I'm not going to think about later this evening. I'm not going to think about yesterday. I'm going to be in this moment. And just connecting to nature. Now that I have a swimming pool, I try and swim almost every day. That helps me a great deal to get grounded. And just connecting to your five senses. Instead of being in your mind, say, what am I feeling at this moment? Is this my energy? Or have I picked this energy up from somewhere else? So I'm always asking myself those things, and I'll breathe and I'll say, just sit with this for a minute. Don't react. Sit from your heart. Respond. Always that responding and going from your heart. You can never go wrong. There's Vicky. I need to try and focus more so I can get my work done. I know. Oh boy. Anything about Geminis, we love to multitask. We love to do a whole bunch of things at one time and never really get anything done. So what is it? We know a little bit about everything and a master of nothing in particular. I love everything. A little bit of knowledge about everything. That's my thing. The other thing during the new moon, a good time to just quiet reflection, setting an intention. I wrote down my intentions, so I don't mind sharing. So these are going to be my intentions for the new moon, and especially being a Gemini. So for me, number one is going to be self-discipline. And I laugh because Vicky just said I got to try and focus more and get things done. So number one for me is self-discipline. Being aware of the chatter of my thoughts, focusing on one thing, not everything, and then taking the steps to follow through. So self-discipline is going to be an intention I'm setting from now to the new moon. The other thing for me, and I'm doing pretty good on this, every once in a while I have a little wobble, but staying true to myself and not being influenced by others. And being influenced by others might, someone might make a comment. I'm like, oh, I take that to heart. Or I might be picking up on the energy of others and misinterpreting that as my own. So it's just being in tune, connected to yourself, and just expressing who you are. Expressing who you are. There's Vicky. I'm actually a Cancer. And that's okay. I'm on the cusp of Gemini Cancer too. So imagine a Gemini all over the place, plus emotional. Woo! we got a lot of things happening here. The other one for me, so self-disciplines, staying true to myself, not being influenced by others or things outside of myself. And my other intention that I wrote down, I'm going to work with my spirit team to receive and expand my knowledge of the spirit world. Because the next little while is going to be, sorry, I can't talk today. It's going to be all about learning, expanding your perspectives. So those are going to be my 3 intentions, my personal 3 intentions. So I just want to mention 3 crystals that are useful at this time. Amethyst, and look how beautiful they are. I just look at that purple. So amethyst crystals, really important, will open you up to not only divine wisdom, but your own inherent wisdom, your intuition within. And it's there. You've just got to be able to access it. So amethyst, the other one is, where are you? Turquoise. There's my turquoise necklace. There's a piece of turquoise. And turquoise aids in clear communication. So important now. So watch your words over the next little while. Self-awareness. Is this my energy? Is this someone else's? Protects against misunderstandings and negative energy. So it just fosters that sense of peace and serenity. That's the turquoise. And I got one more. I have a lot of necklaces today. This is my aquamarine. And this one, again, clears the mind and soothes the soul. There you go. It's that clarity and effective communication. And it's just so important. So those are the 3 crystals that will definitely help with the new moon in Gemini starting tomorrow. And again, some strategies you can do. You can meditate, put in your intention, right? Amethyst, crown chakra, connecting with your guides or divine spirit. And you can just ask for some divine inspiration. Is there something that I need to know? Sit in the quiet and just wait to see what you receive. It might be an image, it might be a word, it might be a phrase, but you can do that holding on to a crystal. The other thing that I'm going to be doing too is affirmations. Affirmations are really important. Start your day with affirmations. Good ones for the new moon in Gemini would be, I speak from the heart. I speak from the heart. The other one, my thoughts and my actions align. Because I find when I get all wrapped up into that kind of Gemini energy, where I get the monkey mind going, all of a sudden I can't make decisions. I'm here, I'm there, I don't know where I am. And I just do not like that. It's a terrible feeling. I do not like it. So it's getting your thoughts and your actions to align, right? It's almost like 3-way, I want to say. From your heart, you create your thoughts in which you take action on. All for the highest good of all, and all that express your authentic self. So I hope that helps. I just want to share a few things about the new moon. Does anybody have any questions at all for me? Lise, that's my problem. I'm thinking too much, but I'm working. Yeah, I know. Every day I work on it. And if you would see me in my home, I would be sitting on a chair and you think, oh, I wonder what I'm thinking. I'm always thinking. McKenna, wow, love this. Good. I hope that's helpful. Yeah. So it's going to be that kind of busy, buzzing kind of energy all over the place. So again, and I think I'm saying this as much for me as I'm sharing with you, that, just mind your words, mind what you say, right? All words have energy and intention behind them. And just, the idea that everyone is coming from a place where they're doing the very best that they can at that moment in time. doesn't necessarily mean they're at the same level of consciousness as you are, but I really believe in my heart, people do try and do the best they can in that moment, and we are all human and we all make mistakes, and that's part of the learning process. So just remember, over the next month, it's going to be a lot about communication, about socializing, about relationships, and about learning. So why not make it a month about learning about yourself? Because the more you understand yourself and who you truly are, and you put that into action, the happier you will be, and you'll bring in people with a higher vibration that resonates with you. So basically what you're doing, you're co-creating your reality. That's what you do by understanding yourself and who you are. Cheryl, in your opinion, does Cusper read in a cusp? Yes, I do. I read Gemini. I do my moon too. So I'm like a Gemini sun, I'm a Cancer rising, and I'm an Aries moon. So usually I'll look at the three of them, and one may resonate more with me than the other. So they do recommend that if you're on the cusp. So it might be one sign more than the other. So I have to admit, like if you think of a true Gemini, I have, because I'm at the end of Gemini, I have that kind of emotional, watery quality of Cancer. So I have that, I feel a bit more than maybe a beginning Gemini or the middle month Gemini. So I'm very, I'm doing much better with that, but very kind of sensitive person. And then what do? I retreat into my shell, right? I retreat. I don't do that as much, but I did that when I was younger for sure. So I was very aware of those qualities. Let's see, McKenna, do you think loved ones that have passed will come and visit and show themselves tomorrow a little stronger? Are you thinking because of the new moon? You know what? I think that might be a possibility, because if you think about it, it's all about communication and socializing and connections. So you can put that intention out. If you would like to do that maybe before you go to bed, you can put your intention out for a loved one in spirit to come and visit you in your dreams. But I think it will be a very good month for communication in general. And myself being a teacher and teaching a mediumship development class, I've had a lot of really interesting downloads and dreams. The other day I had a download of a full meditation that I happened to do with my students last night. So I'm just finding, it's just that awareness and taking that opportunity to listen. It's like, oh, something's happened. I'm just going to sit here for a minute in the sun. I'm going to listen to it. Or have that piece of paper and write down your dream when you wake up first thing in the morning. So yes, I do think that veil might be a little thinner there for sure. Absolutely. Hi, Susan. How are you? Oh, is that a Taurus or an Aries? Sorry. I can't tell if I think that's a Taurus, right? Yeah. Oh, that's so nice, McKenna. I would absolutely love being in any of those classes. I just happened to start my class. We started last night. I haven't decided when my next class will be. I know, the summer holidays and people like to relax. So it might be the end of August, beginning of September. So just check my website. I haven't even thought that far ahead, to tell you the truth, yet. And I would love to work with you too. I get so excited when new people join the group, because it's brand new energy and it lifts the vibration of everybody in the group, and we all learn from each other. So it's just so exciting. Any other questions or comments? And I'm not sure, McKenna, is that a Taurus? It's a Taurus? Okay, I think she said Taurus. Okay. I know Taurus very well. My husband's a Taurus. Very grounded, very sensitive. You would not think that a Taurus is sensitive, but they're sensitive, and they hide it a bit. They hide it. They love people. They're very vivacious and outgoing and lovely people. And I tell you, what I love about a Taurus, because just think, Gemini, air, you're all over the place, you're in your head, airy, fairy. Taurus whoosh, grounds me, brings me back to the moment, brings me back to reality. Yeah, bullheaded for sure. Oh my goodness. Don't tell my husband. No. And I'll say, honey, I'm just going to help you with this lesson. Have you learned yet when you buy something new, you have to read the instruction manual? And sure enough, he didn't. And he wrecked something on our new barbecue. And I said, why did this happen? I said, did you read the manual? He goes, you know me, I never read the manual. I'm like, come on, this is crazy. And I've just accepted. He will never read a manual. That's it, okay? And you know me, I get in my head like, it's common sense, isn't it? You read the manual, you know what that button does. You wouldn't have burned that cover on the barbecue heating plate because you would have known, don't turn on the darn middle button. But he didn't do it. So, oh, that's you too. Oh boy. So just look out if you have a relationship with a Gemini. And, you know, we do tend to get a little, you know, in our heads and very kind of preachy. And it really doesn't help that I have a teaching background. I think every once in a while I kind of get that voice with my husband. I'm like, uh-oh, do I have that teacher voice? And I've been retired a bit now, but I think it just sticks with you. But Vicky, I think it's a man. Oh, is it? Okay, good. I'm like, ay, ay, ay. And he just like accepts, I don't know. He just said matter of fact, you know, I never read manuals. I'm like, what? That, to me, that's the most dangerous thing in the world you can do. You start a barbecue and you don't know what any of the buttons do. Then you walk away from it. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I would never do that. I'm too logical to do crazy things like that. But sorry, I digress. Any other questions or comments? What I could do too, I do have the cards too because I wanted to do that. So I'm going to pick for the new moon, Moonology Oracle card. There it is right there. I love this deck. Oh, there you go. Okay, Vicky, I understand, yeah. You know, and they aren't exciting, but at least like a quick overview, like what do the buttons do? Don't push this button. But anyway, I understand, yeah. All right, so I'm just going to take a Moonology Oracle card to see for some advice for this new moon tomorrow. Let me just see when I feel like I want to stop. Something for us all to consider here. Okay. Oh, look at this. Exactly what it's talking about. Be about being your authentic self. So the card is, you are good enough. There's the message. So that's for every one of you. So please take that message to heart. You are good enough. You are never alone. You are protected. You are loved unconditionally by the universe, by your guides. So remember that. That's a really good lesson. You are enough, because we're always saying, you know, not enough, right? And we are enough, absolutely. So a good time, especially if your birthday's coming up. Mine is in about 2 weeks. Good time to celebrate yourself too. Find a day, do a me day, celebrate yourself. Then the other card I picked, I've just been talking a lot about angels lately. So I've got the message from your angels oracle card, what your angels want you to know. So I thought I would just pick one card from our angels too, which we can always connect with, right? Archangels. I just adore, I've worked with quite a few archangels. I adore Archangel Gabriel, which would make sense. She's an archangel of communication and works with children. There you go. I was a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and now I'm a medium. I do a lot of talking, probably too much talking, if anything. So I work quite often with Archangel Gabriel, and there's also other angels that you can work with too. Okay, let me just put in my intention here to get something that we may be overlooking at this time that we need to consider during the next few weeks in between the two new moons. So let me just pick one. Oh my goodness, it totally connects with what I talked about again, about don't being influenced by others around you. So this is the card Aurora. Look at that beautiful purple. Reminds me of the amethyst stone that I held up, and it says, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. And there you go. And that's another reason why you need to do your inner work, know who you are, express who you are, be your inner authentic self, because not only will you co-create the life you want, you'll bring that light and love into your community, onto the planet, etc. And you will be that role model that is needed. So that both of them totally connect to what I was just speaking about. You are good enough, and do not descend for others. Don't let others bring you down, right? You can just let them talk. You just stop, you pause, breathe, and continue, right? Be who you are. Inspire others by example. Absolutely. Stay out of the drama. Stay out of the drama. Don't get caught in that drama. It's so easy, you know, and it's when you get tired or you're hungry or you've had a stressful day, it's so easy to get caught into that drama. That happened to me the other day, and I was just so I was so disappointed in myself. I'm like, how did I let that? And then I realized, because I got into that kind of hyper mode, pleasing everybody, pleasing faster. They do this. And then all of a sudden you kind of self-destruct because you're not being your authentic self, right? You're putting yourself aside for others all the time. McKenna, wow, that is awesome. Vicky, makes sense. Good. Absolutely. Any other questions? Or my team says, be cool, don't. Absolutely. I love that. That's a great saying. Be cool, don't panic. Absolutely. And I'm just trying to think what else. And I've seen that for myself personally again and again. Every time I wake up in the morning, and one of the first things I do, sometimes I might eat breakfast first, but every morning I meditate, my whole day is different. The way the day unfolds is totally different. It's almost like I've got that beautiful, loving foundation down, you know, that's kind of going to catch me if I get a little jittery or something happens or I pick up on different energy. It just changes my whole day. So be it meditating, if you don't enjoy meditating, be it maybe exercising, being in your body, going for a walk, nature, whatever works for you. First thing in the morning is try it then. Don't wait to the end of the day. That's just a little tip that I found that was helpful for me. Start your whole day right. Yeah. Okay. So just a reminder that my intention for the readings that I'm going to do now are to be in service for the spirit world. And it's with the highest level of integrity. And I do this to demonstrate the survival of consciousness after physical death, to show that our relationships are eternal, to confirm that your loved ones are around you, they do miss you, and they do want to communicate with you. And you also have that opportunity to develop your own intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities, in which you can communicate with your loved ones, be it through dreams, be it through signs, be it through automatic writing, whatever way you so choose, whatever resonates with you. And I find when it comes from that heart space, that connection just flows so much easier to connect with your loved ones. So I'll be doing the mini readings, and if you can take 80 to 100% of what I say, if you could say yes in the text box. So just listen to some of the details before you respond, and I will feel into, and I'll ask the spirit communicator too, who is the loved one you want me to connect with. So I'll know definitely who it is, even if I have a few and I have to figure it out for a moment. And this whole event is about everyone experiencing a deep inner healing and knowing that death is an illusion, that we actually do transform and that our soul is eternal. So you don't have to spend all that time worrying and obsessing about death and things like that. You can use that time for your soul evolution, to learn things, to forgive people, to tell people that you love them. So that's part of my intention here. All right, so please listen up to all the messages. I know that there will be healing for everyone, and I definitely feel healing after doing some readings. So if everyone just wants to kind of take a deep breath in, hold, relax, and just think about love. What is love? It's all about love. My dad told me. Okay, just open up your heart space, welcome your loved ones in spirit in. I already know they're getting close because my temperature just rises dramatically. Okay, thank you. So I'll just take a moment and then I'll connect. Okay. Okay. First of all, I have a gentleman in the spirit. Lovely man, lovely man. I'm going to say that this man was very grounded. And it's funny because he's showing himself as being an avid gardener. And I don't know what those kind of floppy hats are, but they kind of have like a brim around them. They're cloth. I don't know if it's a Tilly hat or something like that. He's showing himself wearing that kind of hat. And it's interesting because he's showing me gardening and he's talking about like bulbs. I've never really planted bulbs. Like, I don't know, you plant them in the fall. So he's showing me something about bulbs being planted and that these flowers have bloomed. There's something about bulbs being planted. If someone has some connection to a garden and this gentleman where he may have planted bulbs or helped in the planting of bulbs. And it's interesting because the flowers that I see being blooming, they're daffodil, they're yellow daffodils. So that's how he's come to me. And it's like gardening. I know this gentleman, he liked the outdoors. I know he liked nature. I can see him like hiking or walking like in the park, and he would be like admiring or looking at like the flowers growing, the shrubs. So there'd be things like that. Vicky, yeah, my dad was a gardener. He had his own allotment, but it was okay. That's okay. Okay, thank you, Vicky. I'll work with you. Okay. And sometimes what will happen, your loved one in spirit might just connect with something close to vegetables. It's funny that I didn't get vegetables, I got flowers, but I've been thinking about my flowers a lot. So, okay, that makes sense. So let me just see, Vicky. Can you take that? He's just giving me like a lot of joy. So I know that this gardening or this allotment that you talk about, Vicky, was really important to him because he's saying how it brought him a lot of joy. He's talking how it brought him joy, peace of mind, that whole kind of like getting out of the house, having a purpose, things to do. He's just saying it like that, how important that was to him. Okay. And it's just not like the vegetables, the plants. He's saying to me that he has, how is he saying that? That he has an infinity for like, can you take like animals? An affinity, and it's funny, it's like he's showing me like squirrels, chipmunks, like animals that you would see, like in a regular kind of park. So he's talking about infinity with animals. Like I feel like I'm seeing a rabbit, squirrels, chipmunks. He's referring to a cat. So there's some connection about animals. Like he has an affinity with animals. He's saying that. And I know that he may have spent like a great deal of, like he would take joy, like sitting on a park bench, sitting on a bench, his porch, and watching animals do whatever they're doing. Are they collecting nuts? Are they getting ready for the fall? I just see him like watching things off the bench. It's like people, it's like animals, it's like what's happening. He's just giving me that memory of watching things. Okay, let me see what else he wants to talk about here. And he said, let me just get the exact words he's saying, like everything's, okay, how are you saying? Just repeat that for me because I want to get the right words. It's like everything unfolded, or I think the word's unfolded as it was meant to be. So he's saying that. So there's some kind of reassurance here about his passing. And not only just his passing, I feel what was left, what had to be worked out with family or behind, it's almost like everything was worked out as should be. So it's like he's pleased about that. Like, I have no complaints. He's saying that. I'm happy with how things were worked out. So I just kind of see like this balance, like plane. He's showing you some kind of like balance, like everything's where it should be. And that's how he's saying that. So he's happy with that. So he doesn't want there, I feel there, I don't know, like maybe there were a few little, some kind of issues, but they were worked out. And he's saying, I'm pleased with that. I'm happy with that. You need to know that. And it's almost like he's saying like, I don't know if you carry something about that, Vicky, like it's in the back of your head, like maybe someone said something, or they, I don't know, insinuated something, or they wanted to do something that didn't align with what you thought was the right thing. And he's just saying, you know, to kind of like let that go. You understand that? Let that go. Don't hold on to any of that. It's of no value whatsoever. You understand that? So he's just saying like, let that go. And he's talking about, he's talking about you. So what is he saying? Okay, I'll just ask this to verify. I just want to make sure I'm on the right path, what he's saying. I almost feel, Vicky, that it's your father, correct? I've already forgot. I'm so sorry. That your father is saying, like is there some kind of anxiety or some kind of worries that you have right now? Is that correct? He's just making me feel that so it's almost like he wants you to take that off your plate so you can deal with what you need to deal with now. Isn't that lovely? And that's, you know, and I'm just going to say that's like, it's like he's just revealing his heart to me, that he was that kind of person. Do you know what I mean? That he would, I don't want to say that he was a people pleaser, but almost like right now, for sure, it's almost like a people lover. Like he loved life. He loved people. He wanted the best for everyone. I hope I'm saying this correctly. It's almost like I can't grab the words correctly, but he's like, a lot of care and compassion and empathy. So, and he's just saying to me that like, this is a gift to you. He's saying that this is my gift to you to, I don't know, I'm just hearing the word burden. So like to release you of a burden, some of the burden. So there's something that needs to be released. So he's helping you with that. So you've got your full, he's saying, well, it's interesting the words he's saying. So you have like your full capacity. You're on your full capacity, like you're focused, you know what you want. So you're not distracted by other things. he's laughing for some reason, and he's showing me gardening tools. So I don't know if there's something about this garden tool. I don't know if it looks like a little tiny shovel. I don't know the name of it. It's not called a hoe. I don't know what it's called. But he's just holding it up and he's smiling. I almost feel like there was a joke about this tool or his garden tools, or it was a special gift he received. There's some connection to this tool because he's just kind of holding it up and he's smiling. Oh, I understand now what he's saying. Okay. And he's just talking about, for you, he's talking about new beginnings, and he's saying new growth. So he's saying, get out there, start digging. Do you understand that? He smacked over there when I was kidding. Okay, that's funny. He smacked over, yeah, okay, because he's laughing about that too, right? And then when I just kind of opened that up, because I know there was a funny story about that, and he's like, and the way he was holding it too, he wasn't holding it like in a normal way. It was not like high. It was like, you know, on the little string or whatever. And he's just talking about that, about time to dig in your feet, time to... Yeah, he's using all these connotations to gardening. He's like, time to dig in your feet, plant the bulbs, and watch your blessings grow. Your blessings bloom. He's saying it like that. And I'm going to leave you with all his love. And he's very gentle man, very content. I want to say aligned, very aligned. Wow, what a calming presence this gentleman has. And he's just passing on that sense of calm and alignment to you. If you can take that, Vicky, and I'll leave you with all his love. What a lovely gentleman. So that was a gift to you. He says, just remind her that was her gift. He wants you to know that. And he's saying something funny. He's saying, you know, I come through my own unique way. You understand that? So he's saying something about coming through in your own unique way. And he said about his passion, his gardening, and he came through in that way. It's fun. He has a good sense of humor too. It's almost like saying, you know, like I wasn't going to come through and blubber on and just say, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. I wanted to come in my authentic way. So you knew it was me. Wow, what a lovely gentleman. And I'll leave you with all his love. Wow, thank you very much. I think he was listening to our chat before I did the mediumship part. Okay. He's so funny. He's asking me if I need help with my gardening. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, I have a female in spirit. I feel this is an older lady, possibly around her 80s. I feel she might be showing herself as being a little younger. So I'm seeing dark hair. I feel like it's black. And it's the way she's presenting herself, it's almost like kind of like my haircut, but like a little lower, like, I don't know what you call that, like a page boy. I don't know what you call that kind of cut, so I apologize. And I feel there's some kind of like Asian influence or culture connected to her. So there's something that resonates with that. It's really strong. And I also, I'm getting a name either of this lady or connected with her, and it's the name, like, it sounds like Eunice. Eunice, so I'm going to say that. And she tells me that she had a very good work. She's very proud of her work ethic. She said that she worked very hard and to help to support her family. And I feel like it's like physical labor. Maybe when she was younger, like she would do maybe assisting cooking in like maybe a family restaurant, and like the cleaning of the kitchen. I'm seeing all these things about her working and assisting with the family, if anyone can take that. And it's funny because talking about like gardening and plants and all that, she's showing me like it's either like, it's really hard to determine what this is. it almost, I don't know if it's a small house or a shed or a garage. And it's like some kind of landscaping is taking place. I feel like there's a walkway or a driveway. And it's funny, like she's showing me this plant. So you know when you have to repot a plant and you just take it out of the pot and it's like one big solid mass at the bottom? She's showing me that. And something about a plant being taken out of the ground. So I know that's a whole bunch of different things there. So I feel in the beginning she was talking about herself in this kind of landscaping or change outside. I feel that could be something that's currently happening with a loved one at their home. Is it what do you do when the plants are too big, right? You repurpose them, or you put them somewhere else, or you take them out of a pot, put them in another one. So I don't know if this is symbolic or this is really what's happening right now. If anyone can connect with this, let me just see what else. She talks an awful lot about hard work, working for the family, hard work. She just keeps repeating that. And it's almost like there wasn't a day that I didn't work hard. She keeps talking about that. There wasn't a day I didn't work hard. So it feels almost like I'm getting the energy of almost possibly like a new family to the country and they're trying to get settled. Diane, it could be Nellie. I know it's an unusual name. I know it's an unusual name that I don't usually hear. So if I'm off on the name, if you can not ignore the name, that's good. But she keeps talking about, I almost feel like the family was relocating from somewhere else and she needed to work hard to support the family, to get the family settled in. There's something about working hard, settling the family in, wasn't afraid of doing physical kind of labor. Can you take any of that, Diana? I wish she could. Let me just see if she can give me some more. She just seemed like she's showing me things. Okay, you located a few months ago. I received some of this woman's stuff. Okay, so okay. And you're learning, okay, so there you go. I think it might be for you, Diane, because the way I was receiving this information, it wasn't flowing. It was like I was getting this, and I'm getting this, and I'm getting this. And it just kind of felt a little jumbled in my mind. Can you take with this woman? Did she, I'm just going to ask her how she passed. I know she was older. She was older for sure. I was just feeling it felt like around the 80s. And can you take, did she have some kind of form of dementia or kind of, I don't know, it must be dementia. I almost feel like remembering things, organizing things. Your aunt. Can you take that? Yes. Okay, thank you. It's her. So that's the way that she was giving the information. It was like little bits of this and that, and I couldn't kind of connect them together. I understand. Okay, so what does she want to say? Okay, your aunt, Diana's aunt. Okay, right now she's just saying it's important for you to know, Diana, she's saying that she's doing better on the other side. So there's something about that's important, and I feel it's connected to her. She says an awful lot about physical, body moving. She liked to do things. So it's she's referring to she's able to do the things that she loved to do again. She's able to do that, and that's important because I just feel some kind of restriction on her that it's like she's saying it affected, it influenced my kind of her mood, almost like her soul, she's saying. So it's it's interesting. It's like a constriction of that. And now she's saying, now that I'm on the other side, it's now an expansion of that. So those things that I had to put aside or I lost or I couldn't do anymore, it's important that you know I can now do that now. I can do that now. Oh, and it's almost like she's being very religious, the word she's giving to me. What was she saying? She was like saying like, something about glory of the Lord, expansion, the glory of the Lord. Like I was hearing it almost sounded like, you know, like religious phrasing that she was saying. So, all right. So that had some significance for her. I feel there was some kind of, what's she saying? Like that. Like her faith supported her, her faith. She's talking about faith. Faith is important to her right now. Okay, what is it about this? Okay. She's talking about the glory. So I'm not quite sure what that means in terms of, there's a religious significance to that. And from my understanding, the feeling that I'm getting, it's almost like her life here and how it was near the end of her passing, being elderly, etc., and having limitations placed on her. When she transitioned to the other side, it was like the glory of being, the glory of who you are is almost like, she just keeps talking about expansion. Okay. She's saying that she's going to, she says she's going to help you. She's going to help you. Something to do with the gardening. I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to show you all the steps that you need to follow. So I know that there's multi steps in gardening. So it's almost like she's going to help you with that. She's going to lead you step by step. So you'll be able to experience, she's saying, that joy in growing something from seed, growing like I don't know what she's saying, whatever, a small, what you call like a shoot, a sprout, the joy of seeing a sprout grow and bloom. So she wants to give you that. She's saying that's really important for you to have that experience and it's almost like, it's like a grounding experience, a spiritual experience. She's like, we'll share that together. She's saying that we'll share that together. I don't know if you've thought of planting flowers or a plant in her memory, but she's talking about that. And she keeps showing me a dragonfly. So I don't know if you've seen dragonflies or a dragonfly is significant to you, but she's showing me a beautiful dragonfly with like these beautiful translucent wings, just so beautiful. So if you haven't seen dragonflies, I'm going to ask you just to look out for dragonflies. I almost feel like a dragonfly is you're going to see the dragonfly in your garden, and it's going to be like, we did it. We accomplished it. There's something about dragonflies that's saying, you know, you did it, you accomplished it, and they're like giving you that sense of like celebration and worthiness, like they're just giving you all those, that vibration, those emotions, and like, you did it, I just keep hearing that, you did it. Okay, all right. She's talking about her sisters. So Diana, is your mother still here? Is your mother still here on the spirit plane? On the earth plane? I'm sorry, I didn't say that very well. She's talking about your mother. Because she's saying sister. So I'm let me just make sure that is your mother here on the earth plane? Yes? Stepmother, okay. So that would not be your aunt's sister. Is that correct? Is this your aunt's sister? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to determine if she's talking, if that would be your aunt's sister. Okay. What is she talking about? Okay, let me just find out. So she's acknowledging her, first of all. She just wants to acknowledge her. And she's like, I'm aware that she misses me, that I miss her too. And she's just saying, like, I feel her heart, like I feel her emotions, what she's feeling. So she's just acknowledging that. And I feel that there's something that she gave her sister. I'm really drawn to necklace. It feels like it's a necklace, something that she's given her sister. Her sister was given, that was hers, that was significant to her. So she's just acknowledging that. And she's just also saying, what is she doing? Does she talk to her? There's something about it talking to her. Okay, so she just wants me to mention that about her sister talking to her, thinking about her. She hears her thoughts. She's aware of that she's around her. And I don't know, she's showing me like, it looks like a big, is it a dresser? A big dresser? It looks like a dresser to me. It looks like it's a dark color. So I know I feel like it's in one of the drawers. There might be some of your aunt's, is it clothing? Nightgown, I don't know, there's something in there, blankets, there's some kind of piece of clothing I feel in this dresser. She's just drawing my attention to that, to the dresser. Okay, sister-in-law, okay. So am I incorrect in that information that I gave you then, Diana, about this sister figure missing her and receiving something from her? I felt it was a piece of jewelry. I felt it was a necklace. Okay, so that's correct. Good. I thought, oh boy, am I totally off on another. All right, thank you. I felt I was, but I just wanted to confirm that I'm not going down some kind of rabbit hole. Okay. Yeah, she's just saying, I was there, that I saw that. She says, I was aware, I saw that. And she's just, it's that, I don't know what she's talking, it's almost like she's talking about like a melancholy, a quietness. She's talking about like a quietness fell on the house, if that makes sense. It's almost like when you were doing it's almost like a sacred work. Do you know what I mean? When you're going through things and you're deciding, we're going to keep this, whatever we're going to do. So she's saying she could feel the quietness and the almost like heartfelt moments in that occasion, that event. She's just recognizing that, and she's like, what? I'm going to say, she's saying like, I'm very proud. I'm very, that's not the right word. She's like, to be respected in that way. She's just saying it means such a great deal to me. And she just wants everyone to understand that it meant a great deal to her to be loved and acknowledged. And yeah, all those things she's saying, how much that meant to her. So it meant a great deal to know that, you know, I made a difference in others' lives. And oh, it's almost like she wants to make me cry. And she's saying, you know, she says, and it's like she's saying like, that was my purpose. I just wanted to make people's lives better. She's saying that. And she's like, God bless you for allowing me to see that. She's like, see that. I saw that through you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to leave you with all her love. Oh, Diana, I'm here by myself because both parents are in the nursing home. Okay, I understand, yeah. So again, she's talking about, you know, acknowledging and recognizing her and how much that meant to her. It meant the world to her, the family. I understand, yeah. So I'm going to leave you with, yeah, she's just saying, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And she's again, just before I say goodbye, she's saying you're very strong. She's acknowledging your strength. She's like, she's strong. She's strong. And it's like she wants you just to remember that your strength, your inner strength. Diana, I've been here for 8 months taking care of my dad. I will not leave him. Oh, what a beautiful soul too. Beautiful. So she's talking about that. And I do know, and she's saying this to me, she's saying like, and I know Diana, she's saying like this. So it's like she's making that comparison for like how she was acknowledged, etc., which assisted in her transition and gave her a sense of fulfillment on the other side. She's saying she's just making that connection to your father, right? And that you're going to do that for him. She's saying that, like you're going to do the same thing. And she's saying to me, like, this is your, it's like, it's not a, it's funny. It's like, I thought she was going to say burden, but she's saying like this is your gift to give to others. You understand this? This is your gift to give, your gift to give. So she's just telling you this, that it's like a blessing that you receive and you give to others. So there's some kind of this, she's talking about this blessing about the giving and the receiving, right? It's always both ways. It's both, so to give, you receive, to receive, so the same thing. So she just wants to remind you of that and your strength. And again, she's just saying, talk to me, talk to me. Look for the dragonflies, that's confirmation. Confirmation you're on the right path. And I'm gonna leave you with all her love, Diana. Oh my goodness, boy, I feel like if I could reach out and hug you, Diana, I would. So from the spirit world to you, a giant hug. And not only have you acknowledged and assisted others, but the same is coming back to you. So just be aware of that. You're never, ever alone. Never alone. Oh, so beautiful. Lovely, lovely lady. Lovely. Okay. Whew. Okay. 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 I have a gentleman in spirit. He's not elderly, I know that. I'm gonna give about I'm gonna give an age range here. It's probably a little too broad, but I'm gonna say at least 45 to early 60s in there. It's really hard to tell by just looking. And I don't know why I keep hearing Sandy, Sandy, Sandy. I do not know at the moment if that is a name or is referring to the sand, but if anyone has a connection to the name Sandy, if you could let me know. I want to say like a good-looking gentleman, good-looking. He has kind of like a youthful, kind of healthy appearance to him as he's showing himself to me. Let me see what else he wants to. You have Cheryl has a brother named Sandy. Okay. And Sandy is on the earth plane, is that correct? I just kept hearing Sandy, 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 like repeating it. And would you be aware, Cheryl, of a gentleman in spirit, that age range, that would have a connection with Sandy? I hope that made sense what I just said. Okay. Why does he want to connect? Why? Yes, okay. It's interesting. It's almost like okay. It's like he's coming through. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my brain all mixed up in here. Let me just go back again. Can you take Cheryl? Is Sandy waiting for or expecting some kind of forgiveness? That sounds very odd, I know. But I feel like he's waiting for something. Is he waiting for forgiveness, or he has to? I just feel forgiveness. I just feel like this gentleman is just giving me the word forgiveness. So is it like waiting to be forgiven, to come back into the fold? And it's like this gentleman, I sure feels like a father figure to me. This gentleman saying like, I forgive him. I forgive him. He needs to forgive. Okay, thank you. Because he keeps saying forgive. So I know this gentleman saying, I forgive him. But then your brother Sandy, can you take, I'm sorry, I'm not really getting the identity of this gentleman else. But can you take that Sandy needs to forgive this gentleman that's coming through? Because this gentleman just said to me, I forgive him. So what? Okay, you got to tell me some more. It's almost like, like not seeing, what am I getting? I'm like not seeing eye to eye, an argument. This is going to sound unusual, but I'm going to say this anyways. Cheryl, can you take that there was an argument or a disagreement, and there in this argument or disagreement, there's some connection to a woman. Is that correct? Why do I feel like a woman involved in this in some way? Because this gentleman is just identifying like not seeing eye to eye, conflict and argument, and then I just see this woman. So I don't know if this. Yes. Okay. So there's something about this woman. What is? I got to fill into this one because I've never had communicator with this kind of situation here. So what is with this woman? It's funny. It's almost like the gentleman in spirit saying like Sandy has to somehow bypass this woman. Does that make sense? It's like, it's funny. It's like saying to me, if you can't get through her, go around her. You know, that whole thing, if you can't go through the gate, go under the gate, go over the gate. So he's almost saying like bypassing this woman. And I'm just trying to think, is it actually this woman, or is it this situation with this woman that he needs to kind of like let go of? Let go of it, move around it, keep moving forward. Is this perchance, Cheryl, is this Sandy's wife or girlfriend, partner? If no, that's okay, because I was going two different directions. He buries things he doesn't like. Okay. I still got this woman. What does he tell me about this woman? It's almost like I feel like a woman that he feels did him wrong. Like she did me wrong. And it's almost like I feel almost like kind of like a bitterness, if I can say that, almost like a bitterness, like he can't move forward. He can't move forward, like this bitterness. And it's like, it's like once you get in your head, this person, like everyone's going to do that. Okay, thank you, wife. Okay, so I thought, okay, thank you. All right. Thank you, that made sense. Okay, because I felt it was a partner. Okay. All right. It's interesting. A gentleman is bringing this all up. And I'm not sure that if you confirmed it, I felt it was like a father-like kind of figure. Did you confirm, was this a father figure for Sandy, this gentleman that's coming through, talking about forgiveness and about a woman? Because I'm getting like someone that was almost like would help him kind of, I don't know if it's mentor or assist him. So it almost feels like a father or like a friend. But whoever this individual is, I haven't got confirmed yet, is very aware of his wife and what Sandy needs to move forward. So let me just find, I want to see if he's going to give me more here. He's talking about, he played that role. Okay, thank you. All right. That's all I want to, that's fine with me. I just want to make sure I'm on the right path. Because it's almost like he's kind of being like his counselor here. Do you understand? Like he's bringing all these things forward for him. And I'm hoping, Cheryl, that you'll relay this to your brother. Okay, so what does he want to... It's funny, he's like saying things, he's talking about his wife, and it's like, she wasn't in the right mind. Do you understand that? It didn't have anything to do with you. He keeps saying that, like, let bygones be bygones. Don't take on responsibilities that belong to somebody else. He keeps saying that. And it's like he's like shoving it's like, here's Sandy, here's his wife, and he's like, the responsibilities Sandy's taking on these things, he's like pushing all that energy and stuff back to the wife because it's not his to carry. Okay. I don't know. I feel like there was some kind of, it feels like I'm like if not drinking, some kind of like drugs or some kind of addiction, because I just don't feel like a clear mind. I don't feel a clear mind. I feel a lot of sadness connected to this lady. What else do I have? It's like a loneliness, emptiness, wasn't sure what to do. I just feel this, and it was just like a moment without thinking. Do you know what I mean? You know when I talk about react or respond, this was a react, not a respond. Okay. Okay, let me just see. I just want to see if she's going to step forward or not. Sorry, they're cutting the grass outside there. Sandy's wife, can you take what she, a fairly, like pretty, she looks like she's pretty, she looks like she's very light-haired, I see her kind of laughing, like I feel this lightheartedness about her at some time, maybe when they first met, like a youthfulness about her, like she's just showing me like wishes and dreams, and then it's like things get twisted, things get changed, and things don't work out the way you think they're going to. So there's like some kind of change, like twist or the path. She's just showing me that. Because I'm seeing brightness, lightness, happiness, and then almost like a twist or a change. And I definitely feel some connection to like mood. I feel like mood, because I'm like being directed to the brain, moods, how your mood swings, the way you view the world. Gray, it's almost like everything, like sunshine and rainbows, and then like gray. She's saying that. Okay. I just want to see what message that she has. Oh, and this gentleman is so nice. He's like staying right beside her, like assisting her. First of all, she's just saying, I'm sorry. Why she keeps using the word fan, like F-A-N. I'm not sure what that fan is. I just keep hearing fan. Like, I know you're not a fan of, and then it kind of drops away. I know you're not a fan of, what is it? I know you're not a fan of, is it discussions, speaking your mind? So it's almost like, I know you're not a fan of that. I know you're not a fan of that. I know how easy it is for you to close your mind. I know how easy it is. It's almost like a steel trap, trying to open that up, trying to open that up. She's saying something about finding the key to opening the lock on the steel trap. Okay. Okay, isn't that interesting? She's saying, I want him to yell at me. Do you understand that? Okay, you're not a fan of her. So it's like she's saying, yell at me. It's okay. Yell at me. It's okay. It's like she wants him to yell. Like, you gotta, I don't know. She's saying about yell. Get your emotions out. Get them out. Get them out. Can you almost take, like, I almost have the feeling like she's admitting in some way that she led him a little astray. Does that make sense? Led him like, and she regrets that. She's saying, I regret that. I regret the pain. I regret bringing, what is it? She regrets bringing something into his life. So I don't know if it's, like bad habits. It feels almost like bad habits, not the healthiest way of like having relationship, of communicating, things like that. Okay. And it's funny, it's almost like I'm getting like, put your hat, I don't know if you would always wear a cap or a special hat or something, but she's saying like, put your cap on and get outside. She just keeps saying, get outside, get outside. So I almost feel that Sandy is kind of like an outdoorsy person, and that would do him well, being outside, being in nature. I don't know, what is it? I don't know, what is that she's showing me? It's some kind of vehicle. I don't know if it's what do you call those? ATVs, one of those motorized things. It's either that or it's like a riding lawnmower or something like that, or like a motorcycle. It's like getting out, the fresh air, getting out. That will do you well. Oh, I don't know how long this woman's in spirit's been gone. But yeah, I can kind of feel her energy. She still has a lot of things to process. Like she said something that was like, oh, I'm not sure I really like that comment that you just said to me. So I'm not going to say the comment she said, but I can tell you how it shows that she felt that for some reason she felt like she was like a burden on people. I don't know why she felt that. You know, she felt like this sadness, like I'm a burden. I'm a burden. So it was like she was saying to me, like, one more burden gone. I'm so sorry, I didn't want to say that, but she said that to me clear as a bell, kind of like in a sarcastic way. And I don't feel this is necessarily her feeling now. I feel she's just sharing with me like her frame of mind at that time. Something about being a burden. Finish off this burden. Get rid of like bad kind of self-talk. And I feel, she's making me feel that it's connected to kind of her her upbringing, childhood trauma. There's just something there, just something there, like connected to, what is it, like worthiness, communicating clearly, self-love. And she's just saying, you know, I had trouble with all those things. So it was difficult for me to give those to others if I couldn't do it for myself. There's just all that stuff. She's got a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. Whoa. Burdens, heavy stuff, heavy stuff. Okay. And it's interesting because she's almost saying like this gentleman here with her, he's assisting her. So she's like, now he's assisting me. It's almost helping her to have the courage to step forward and verbalize and process what she needs to do on the other side. And at the same time, he's also assisting Sandy, you know, and she's saying, you know, it's part of my, what is the word she's using? Part of my progress, part of my healing. So she says, Sandy has to know that I was here with him. I came of my free will to extend, she's saying like the olive branch, to extend my love, to acknowledge the pain that I've put him through, and to acknowledge that he needs to forgive himself. So I'm coming through, she's saying, with the gift of encouraging him to forgive himself. And she's saying, please let me give you this gift. She's saying, let me give you, she just keeps repeating that. Let me give you this gift, because she's saying, as you receive and you follow through on this forgiving, she says, not only does it release you, she's saying it releases me. So it's like a two-way healing in that relationship. She says it's part of my healing, it's part of your healing. Boy. Yeah, there's much more here than I could even like unfold here. So I just want to see what else. So it's that. And it's funny, like she's now saying to me, let's do that together. And she's saying it like a very soft voice. Together. Let's forgive, let go. And she's saying, in a strange way, that will reconcile our souls, you understand? Instead of that pain and that hurt, we can remember the good times. She's saying that because I know there were good times. She's saying we can remember that. Remember that. She says, I don't want to hold you back. She keeps saying that. I don't want to hold you back. You're being held back. Don't let me be the one that has become your burden. She's saying that. I don't want to be your burden in spirit. There's that word burden again. She uses that word an awful lot, burden. So she's just saying, release that. Release it, heal yourself. Heal us. So it's almost like apart, almost together, the togetherness and the healing and the togetherness, yeah. And she's being very polite now. She's like, thank you for this moment. Thank you for listening. And she's saying this to you, Diana, like, thank you for this moment. Thank you for listening. So she's being very respectful towards you. So I just want to relay that. And she's saying, she's acknowledging she was a B, the B word. She's acknowledging that. Oh, jeez. So she's acknowledging that I was the B. Oh, sorry, Cheryl. I apologize. That was Cheryl. So she's acknowledging she was a B. So she's being like very like, what's the word? Like kind of like pensive. Like she knows that she doesn't deserve this kindness from you. But she's coming with an open heart, she says. And she's saying, you don't have to do it for me. She says, do it for him. Just bring through this message of healing and forgiveness and tell him, you know, I'm in the process of acknowledging and healing from all my whatever, I just want to call it baggage, drama, all that stuff, whatever all that stuff is. I can just feel a whole bunch of junk. So she's healing from that, and she wants him to know that. And I just hear sorry. And it's like, allow me to bless you. Isn't that interesting? So she's saying, let me bless you with this gift of forgiveness for the two of us, and she's saying too, like we have the support of the spirit world behind us. So it's not just her, but it's the gentleman she's with. And I feel there's other people there in the spirit world. And they're like they've been supporting her and encouraging her and telling her this is something that you need to do, that it's important. It's part of your progress, part of your almost your agenda on the other side for her to keep moving forward to to help with the healing on the earth plane. Okay, I understand that. And she's saying it's for everyone. It's just not for her husband, but she's saying for you, Cheryl, and other people, that healing. She's saying, I'm now aware how it influences so many people that it's a ripple effect. And she's saying, shame on me. She's saying that, shame on me. It's like, she knows. All right. And it's funny, she's referring to some kind of flower, so I don't know if there's a connection with her to flowers. I just kept hearing bluebells, so I don't know what the significance of bluebells are, but I just kept hearing bluebells. So I just want to share the bluebells. Yeah, and she's saying, yeah, she's just saying that she's saying to me, that took a lot of energy. She says, it's a good first step. It's a good first step. And then she's just like, I'm pulling back my energy. Thank you. She's thanking you, Diana. And she leaves you with all her love and the support of Cheryl. I'm so sorry, I keep saying Diana, but Cheryl. And she leaves you with all her love and the support of other loved ones in this on the spirit plane. I feel like elderly relatives there supporting her. And they're saying like, yeah, you can do it. You've got to do this. It's important. It's like, set him free. And I'll leave you with all her love. Wow. I hope that resonated with you, Cheryl. I forgive her. Yes, she was very much a bee to me. Of course I forgive her. Oh, thank you. That was, and that gentleman, like, hats off to that gentleman. He was like the bridge. He was like the counselor, the guy that came through and clearly identified who this message was for and then assisted Sandy's wife in coming through. So it just shows you how intelligent, miraculous, how healing and forgiving and loving the spirit world is. And that's what I think our whole journey on earth is about. It really is about forgiveness. It's about forgiveness and understanding love from like the highest vibration. I'm still trying to understand exactly what love is, and I'm not quite there yet. And I do know in my own personal life how important healing is, and it does set you free. It does set you free. So thank you so much for that opportunity, Cheryl. Yeah, you're so well. Cheryl says, holy smack, that was big. Kelly, thank you so much. I learned a lot. You're so welcome. And thank you everyone for tuning in today. I will be back next week. Oh, and I had my piece of paper, which I just lost. Maybe it fell on the ground. Just to remember my, maybe I was supposed to lose it. My little quotation there about keep your imagination. Oh, and I can't remember it. Oh, darn it. I don't know what happened to that piece. It just poof, disappeared. So just remember, please, the new moon is coming. Be authentic. Speak from the heart. Remember the power of your words, the power of your thought. Our journey it's all about love. It's all about connection. It's about forgiveness. It's about embracing your passions and being your authentic self. So please remember all those things. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see everyone next week. So take care, everybody. Lots of love. Bye, McKenna. You're welcome. Goodbye, Alexandra. Bye, Wendy. This is amazing. Oh, thank you. Spirit world, isn't it amazing? Just amazing. McKenna, thank you. Wendy, you're so welcome. Yeah, those goosebumps. Any goosebumps tell you, right? They're there. They're right there with you. So take care, and I'm going to log off now, and then I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel. So lots of love to everybody. Take care.